Right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Cage Steel. We thought we'd bring you a little bit of a video this time. We've been releasing all our fights on posters, on different fighter profiles, pics, all sorts of things. We thought we'd just sit down today, do a quick video and just show you the excitement that we've got for the fights that are coming up. So we thought we'd chat through a few fights. So the first one we're going to talk about is a very interesting one. It's a title fight. It's Marchon Prosko versus Glenn Irvine. So Prosko's the current champion. This kid loves to fight. He tattooed on his back, born to fight. He loves getting in there and having a scrap. He's been seen on Cage Steel before, just throwing down basically. So expect fireworks from Prosko. He's on a little bit of a losing streak, so he's got a lot to prove, and he's coming in there. Believe me, he wants to be and still. He tells us this is his favourite belt that he's got, so he wants to protect it. But flying in from Northern Ireland is a guy who last week.
Start again or?
No.
Yeah.
So flying in from Northern Ireland is a guy who is seriously wants to come and take this belt. He always puts out there and the new. So a guy called Glenn Irvine. The last show, Glenn put Rob Fulton away. I think that was a little bit of a shock for a few people. Rob was expected to do really well, and Glenn just came in there and just properly, you know, he didn't waste any time. He didn't have any overtime in there. He properly came and took that title and elimination spot away from Rob. So he's going to come in there. Every time on social media, these two keep having this, it's a little bit of needle. They keep posting things. So Marchon will put and still, and Glenn Irvine will put and the new. And he's seriously coming over here to take that belt away from Prosko. And Prosko is determined that that belt's staying here. So that's a massively interesting fight for us. Don't miss that one. I've got to obviously talk about the main event of the night. So Danny Mitchell, CSFC Hall of Fame.
Can we do it as just pause and then start when you talk about the next section, because I'll have something coming in.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the next fight I'm going to talk about, I'm not actually going to talk about the whole fight. I'm just going to talk about one of the opponents, only because by the time this video goes out, we may not have released the actual details of the opponent. So the guy I'm talking about is Danny Mitchell, the legend Danny Mitchell. Obviously, he's helped put the show on for 5 years with myself, been business partners, been we've owned gyms together. This guy's a close friend of mine. He's started off at the Dome on a previous promotion back in 2008, and now he's going out on the CSFC. No, he's going out on Cage Steel's show. Fuck off. Right, he's going out on Cage Steel's show. His retirement fight, his last dance as he keeps calling it. His opponent will be announced pretty soon, but this guy's been at the top of his game. Doncaster lad, born and bred, and just followed his dream. You know, you talk about people following their dreams, and I've seen him go through hardships to get to his dream, but you know, he kept working hard, kept persevering, and eventually he got to where he needed to be. And he's been up there. He's fought some amazing promotions, fought all over the world, and he said he's quite blessed because he's been paid to go and travel the world. Everyone needs to come and give Danny an amazing send-off. He's done so much for Doncaster. He's done so much for the sport of MMA. You know, and it's a massive privilege for us to be able to put on Danny's fight. So, like I said, his opponent will be announced. You may have seen it before now, but this will catch up. We'll be announcing his opponent, and that's going to be a good fight. So that'll be the main card. Okay. Interesting little fight that we've got on another pro fight, Honor Kaglar versus Dan Gibbon. Okay, so there's been a little bit of discussion about who called who out. I'm not gonna get into it. We'll let people decide who called who out. But there has been messages passed, and one of the fighters has called the other one out, and that is going to be a great fight. The two guys, both pro, both doing really well, both have great potential. One's coming from Gainsborough, the other one's fighting out of Danny's gym at AVT in Birstall. They're just going to throw down. It's going to be an interesting fight. You know, we've released bits and bobs about this fight. different posters and things and videos of the fighters. So I'm really looking forward to that fight. It's going to be very, very interesting. Who else we got?
Got Matt
Bro.
Pepper and Jack Scott.
Oh, who's Jack Scott?
He fought on the last show. I think he lost.
Matt Pepper versus Jack Scott. Jack's a boxer, so is Pepper.
Yeah.
Jack Scott. Right. Another pro fight on the card. Matt Pepper versus Jack Scott. Jack's a boxer, so's Matt, so this is going to be a bit of a stand-up war. They're just going to throw down. You know what it's like when the crowd get going and people are just throwing bombs at each other. This is definitely one of those fights that can ignite. I don't think there'll be much going to the ground, but you know, get ready for fireworks. Feeling it, my guts. Rico, Josh Abraham. Where's Josh from?
Sunderland. Let me check. I think it's Sunderland. He's 6-1.
6-1.
Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, Sunderland.
Yeah.
From Rocker Roughhouse. I'm trying to say it.
What's it called?
Josh Abraham.
Josh Abraham. Okay, ready?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, to close out the pro card, Rico, the Bonbon Franco, Mr. Twister is back on the show. So Rico brings a big crowd, gets a lot of excitement. The crowd go crazy to see him. He's a bit of a Diaz. Thinks he's Nick or Nate Diaz. You know, he one of the brothers. I think he's the long lost twin or something like that. So Rico, Bonbon Franco coming down. He's going against a guy called Josh Abraham. Now, Josh is from Sunderland. He's 6-1, doing really well. This is a tough opponent for Rico. So all you fans who come and see him regularly at the Dome, be prepared for a proper scrap here. You know, this kid ain't going to come down here and lay down. This is going to be a proper fight. So Rico's got to be on his game. We know he's training hard. We know Josh is also training hard. And just get ready. You know, the crowd, the atmosphere will be amazing for that fight. I'm excited about that fight. Who else we got? Who's Matty Hodgson facing now? He hasn't changed it on here, has he?
It's... It'll be in the comments.
Do you want me to just fly through amateur card a little bit?
Yeah, because how much is in it?
Yeah. Jack Coulshaw, Brendan Elwell, Tyler Wills.
You can also chop and change the order
Yeah.
it goes in, yeah.
Okay, so just to discuss some amateur fights, some really interesting matchups that are going to be so good fights. They may only be on the amateur card, but these guys are going to be pros at some point. So we've got Tyler Wilson versus Jack Flanagan. Tyler Wilson coming out of ASW under Scott Askham in Emsworth. That's it.
Let's start again from we've got, yeah.
We've got what? Tyler
So,
Wilson, Jack Flanagan.
yeah.
So we've got Tyler Wilson versus Jack Flanagan. So Tyler Wilson fighting out of ASW Hemsworth under the guardianship of Scott Askham, and Jack Flanagan fighting out of the unit. That is going to be a great fight. Two young fighters going at it. We're going to see some fireworks there. So watch that one. Jack Coulshaw, I know. So another ASW Hemsworth fighter, again under the guardianship of Scott Askham. Jack Coulshaw, he's been on the show before. Young kid, exciting, good prospect. Believes that he will go a long way, and there's a lot of people tipping that he will. He's certainly dedicated to do that. And he's coming up against... Wait. And he's coming up against Brendan Elwell, again from the unit. So another great matchup. Brendan on a previous fight, you know, this kid throws down, and people in the gym tell us that this kid's got a head like a cement truck. So hit him with everything, they reckon he can't go down. Scott Askham and his crew seem to think that they can plot a way to beat Brendan.
That just went out.
Fuck's sake. Brandon, anyway. I need to find out who Matty Hodgson's fighting.
It's Michael Mason.
From. Is that a legit fight?
Yeah.
Chris Hill down Tempest is a fucking.
Good bout, that.
Oh yeah, Michael Mason, he was. He was fighting 93.
Yeah.
He was due to fight Monchil Kolev, right?
No, what
at
is it?
93 for a title eliminator. And if he's fighting Matty Hodgson, he's on 84. And you can't really do a catch weight. Oh, damn well. At what point did it die?
Brandon,